4 bedtime habits that could add years to your life after 70. Living well into your 70s and beyond isn't simply a matter of good genetics. It's about the daily choices we make, the small rituals that compound over time. And perhaps no, choices are more crucial than what we do in those precious moments before sleep. Doctors, sleep researchers, and the wisest among our elders all share a common understanding. The last hour before we close our eyes can either nourish our remaining years or quietly steal them away. If you've reached your 70s or if someone you love has, what I'm about to share could transform not just your nights but the quality of all your days to come. Tonight's routine might be your greatest ally in the quest for longevity, or it could be working silently against you. Let me guide you through 4 bedtime habits that doctors urgently warn against after age 70, along with the hard-won wisdom that our elders wish they had discovered sooner. Stay with me, especially for the 4th habit, because it's one that most people never suspect. Yet it profoundly affects your heart, your mind, and your body's ability to heal itself. First habit, sleeping with TV or phone on. Picture this. You're settling in for the evening, perhaps watching the late news or scrolling through photos of grandchildren on your phone. Your eyelids grow heavy and you drift off with the screen still glowing. It seems innocent enough, doesn't it? But here's what sleep scientists have discovered. Falling asleep with the television flickering or your phone glowing nearby is like launching a slow, invisible attack on your brain. The blue light coming from these devices interferes with your body's production of melatonin, that precious hormone that controls your sleep cycle. And here's the crucial detail for those over 70. Your melatonin levels are already declining naturally with age. When you disrupt them further, you're fighting a battle on 2 fronts. The consequences unfold gradually but relentlessly. Poor REM sleep, those frustrating middle-of-the-night awakenings, morning grogginess that lingers like fog, and most concerning of all, memory decline. Harvard Medical School researchers found something alarming. People exposed to blue light before bed faced twice the risk of cognitive impairment in their later years, and even when you've drifted off, that background noise from the television continues to stimulate your brain, preventing the deep restorative sleep your body desperately needs. Instead, create a sanctuary for your mind. Turn off all screens 30 minutes before you intend to sleep. Reach for a book, stretch gently, or let soft instrumental music carry you toward rest. Your brain deserves this peace before it powers down for the night. Second habit, going to bed on a full stomach. After 70, your body moves to a different rhythm. Your digestive system, like an old friend, works more slowly and deliberately. When you eat a heavy meal or indulge in late-night snacks, you're asking your body to work overtime while it should be resting and repairing. This isn't merely about indigestion or that burning sensation of acid reflux, though those are unpleasant enough. Medical research reveals something more serious. Late-night eating increases inflammatory markers throughout your body, causes dangerous blood sugar spikes, and dramatically increases your risk of stroke during sleep. A study published in the journal Neurology found that people who consistently ate close to bedtime had a 60% higher risk of nighttime cardiovascular events, particularly after age 65. Imagine, something as simple as a late snack could be setting the stage for a medical emergency. The solution is both simple and profound. Finish your evening meal at least 2 to 3 hours before bed. If gentle hunger calls to you, respond with kindness. A boiled egg, a small portion of Greek yogurt, something light and protein-rich. Remember this truth. Sleep is nature's time for repair, not for digestion. Third habit, skipping the bathroom. Before bed. Here's a habit that many older adults develop with the best of intentions. Avoiding that final trip to the bathroom before bed, hoping to prevent those disruptive middle-of-the-night awakenings. But this well-meaning strategy often backfires in the most dangerous way possible. When nature eventually calls, and it will, you're forced to wake abruptly, stumble through darkness, and navigate your home in a state between sleep and wakefulness. For those over 70, a fall is not just an inconvenience. It can be life-altering. Hip fractures, loss of independence, Even early mortality can stem from that one unfortunate stumble in the dark. The medical community is clear on this. Just one extra bathroom visit before bed can dramatically reduce your risk of these dangerous nighttime awakenings. Here's your evening protocol. Reduce your liquid intake 2 hours before bedtime. Empty your bladder even if the urge isn't strong. And create a safe path with nightlights or motion sensors, should you need to rise during the night. A small habit tonight can prevent a life-changing accident tomorrow. Fourth habit, going to bed with emotional stress. Now we come to perhaps the most overlooked habit of all, and yet it may be the most important. This is about the emotional state you carry with you into sleep. Emotions don't simply exist in your thoughts, they live in your nervous system, coursing through your body with real, measurable effects. When you go to bed carrying anger, stress, worry, or resentment, your body responds by releasing cortisol, the stress hormone that suppresses your immune system, elevates your blood pressure, and prevents the deep, healing sleep your body craves. Here's what makes this particularly crucial. After 70, your resilience to stress naturally diminishes with age. What might have been a minor worry in your younger years can now wreak havoc on your sleep and heart health. Research shows us that elderly people who went to bed with unresolved emotional tension were 3 times more likely to suffer from insomnia, night sweats, and persistent fatigue. But there's a beautiful remedy for this, and it costs nothing. Before you lay your head down, try this simple ritual. Take a piece of paper and write down what's weighing on your heart. Practice deep breathing for just 2 or 3 minutes. Then, speak aloud one thing you're grateful for, even if it seems small in the moment. Forgiveness, peace, and gratitude are nature's most powerful sleeping aids, and they're available to you every single night. What the elderly want you to know. Here's what those who have lived long and well want you to understand. The small things become the big things. The little habits you might dismiss as insignificant, they matter profoundly, especially after 70. Quality sleep doesn't just determine how you feel when morning comes. It affects your heart's rhythm, your memory's sharpness, your body's balance, and ultimately, the length and richness of your remaining years. So tonight, before you rest your head upon your pillow, remember this fundamental truth. Your body needs sleep, but your habits determine how well you receive it. Live wisely, sleep peacefully, and age with grace and power.